Hey Siri, what should everyone do while watching my video?
Hit the subscribe button and the bell next to AJ170's name so you never miss a video.
Hey guys, what is up? This is AJ170, and today guys, I'm going to be showing you how I make my thumbnails, guys. Now with this video, please do not go and just completely rip off my style and copy my emblems exactly the same way as I make them. Just go ahead, do what I do, but kind of make it your own. Go and be original. Don't go and be like, oh, I'm going to copy you, you're my hero, and stuff like that. No, I want you guys to be original. Choose your own colors, choose your own font, choose the way you set it up and all that other stuff. This is just how I like doing it, guys. I want you to do it the way you like doing it. Do the way you like the size and the effects and all that other stuff, guys. Don't do exactly what I'm doing. Like I said, I want you guys to be creative when it comes to this because this is for your YouTube channel, not for mine. So another thing is, guys, is when I record, I do voiceovers of my videos, so there might be a few parts here and there to where you're going to hear me talking really fast. Like, let's say if I go and I say you need to hit a button, I'll be like, okay, guys, you have to hurry up and hit this button. There might be a few times where I speed up because I didn't time myself appropriately, because when I record, I kind of whisper to myself on what I would normally be saying, so then I can try and time it appropriately. So anyways, guys, before I jump right into this video, I did spend a lot of time on this video, so please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, guys. Can we get 170 likes? Also, if you're new, support the 170 and subscribe. So with all that said, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. I'm going to go ahead and meet you guys over on my iPhone now. Alright guys, so everything I'm about to do will be all directly from my iPhone. You guys will need Adobe Photoshop and Phonto. Phonto, you guys can find that from the actual App Store. And Photoshop Touch or Adobe PS Touch, whatever you guys want to call it, you can get that from Tutu, or basically any type of cracked app store like AppCake, you know, some of the premium jailbreak ones, or however you guys want to get it. It's completely up to you, but the easiest way would have to be from Tutu. So if I go ahead and open up Tutu, you guys should know the link. There will be a link somewhere inside the description. It's tutuapp.vip. Actually, I'll just put a link to it inside the description. But as you guys can see, if I go ahead and type in photo, as you can see, there's Adobe Photoshop as the second one right there. Make sure you download the right one because there is an iPad and phone version. There are two separate ones. Now, the next one that you guys are going to need is called Phonto. Now, guys, remember, everything I do, there might be a simpler way of doing it, there might be a complicated more way of doing it, there might be a better way of doing it. This is just my style, and this is how I enjoy doing it, guys, so please do remember that. So if I go ahead and type in Phonto, there it is right there. If I go ahead and click it, as you guys can see, it did not get removed, has no reason to get removed. So now what we're going to want to do is, actually, we're not going to want to go to here yet. I'm going to restart this app because I started to make a thumbnail and then I decided why not just kill two birds with one stone, and I figured I'd record myself making the thumbnail and spending a little bit more time doing it. Because normally I can probably make these thumbnails in about 5 to 7, actually probably I want to say 3 to 7 minutes depending on how fast I go and stuff like that. So actually what I'm going to have to do is, first off, your very first step after you download both apps is open up Photoshop Touch. What you're going to do is create a blank document. Go ahead, tap OK. Then what you're going to do is hit done and save. And then once you do that, go ahead and hit the little export button, bottom right hand corner. Select export, select PNG. Make sure you always export in PNG on Photoshop, and then go ahead and hit OK. Now we're going to open up Photoshop Touch, or Phonto, sorry. We're going to go to Photo Albums. After you touch the center of it, you want to select that new image you just made, that one that's a little see-through, guys. Select that one, and there you go. As you can see, it is all transparent, which is going to help us out in the long run. So if I go ahead and type in what I want the thumbnail to be called, I'm just going to go ahead and type in Best Hacked Mario ROMs with a little exclamation mark. Hit that center button, and also remember, guys, that you can change the font to whatever you want. You can even go online and download custom fonts. I like Luckiest Guy. I think that's probably my favorite font. It's really easy to read and it looks really nice. So go ahead, hit done, then hit that little share button and then export as PNG. Now we're going to open up Photoshop Touch, and then you guys are going to go to another blank document. It can be the same one or it doesn't have to be the same one, it doesn't matter. Then go ahead and hit Photo Library, and then you guys are going to want to select that little text thing that we just made. Go ahead and hit yes, then hit that and button, transform, and then you guys are going to center it. And once you guys center it, you should be good. And then now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make sure that the rectangle tool is selected. Highlight the bottom little text thing and select the layer from selection, then clear. Then hit that button, go up to the second row, then transform, pixel nudge from the extras, and then go ahead, pixel nudge it up until it looks kind of decent to where it's a little bit near it. There we go. So go ahead, tap on it to get rid of that little selection box. Now what we're going to do is hit that little box I hit. Go ahead and hit select pixels. Then we're going to do gradient. As you guys can see, this is the gradient I did right there. And if I go ahead and zoom in, you guys can do whatever you guys want. I think it looks best like this. And then I even made it to where it's a little bit uneven. I kind of like the way that looks. Now we're going to go to replace color, put threshold up to 100%, and select whatever colors you guys want to do. These are the colors I like doing. So now if I go ahead and go to the next one, we're going to do the same exact thing with this one now. So now let's go, I'm going to go ahead and do that again. There we go. So now what we're going to do is select that one right here and merge down. As you guys can see, I select merge down, then we can hit the plus, duplicate that 4 times. Once you guys duplicate it 4 times, you're going to select the second one. Leave that first one alone. We'll need that later at the end of this video. Once you guys select the first one, go ahead and hit select pixels, and then fill and stroke. Select stroke. And then what you're going to do is hit the little color thing and hit that little color pixel thing. I don't really know what to call it. And you're going to basically make it the same color as there, but a little bit less. Now we're going to mess with the width until I see something that I personally like. I think that looks pretty good. Let me make it just a little bit bigger. And there we go. Perfect. I like the way that looks. So now what we're going to do is duplicate layer. Select the one that's right underneath it. Now what we're going to want to do is go ahead and hit select pixel. Then hit the and button and fill and stroke. We're going to want to actually fill it. And then make sure it's the same color. Then go ahead and hit the and button and transform. Hit extras, pixel nudge, and pixel nudge it down. This is going to add the 3D effect, guys. So I think that's right there good. Hit select pixel, and then go to curves. And then you guys want to bring this around, somewhere around here until it looks like a nice effect. You guys like the color difference? That looks pretty good, but I think the 3D effect is a little bit too big, so I'm going to have to move that up a little bit. So once I get this to a color I like, there we go, I like this color. So now I'm going to go ahead and transform it up while it's still under select pixels. And I believe that looks good right there, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it just like that. Now we're going to merge this layer along with that other layer. There we go, that's it, nothing else. Now we're going to select pixels in there, and then we're going to go down to the layer right underneath it. As you guys can see, that layer right there, fill and stroke. Then we're going to go to stroke. Then what we're going to do is do a gray color. You guys can do whatever colors you guys want. This is just how I like to do it. So now what you're going to want to do with the second layer, you're going to want to do it something similar to what I'm doing. So if I go ahead and get this width to what I like it to be, and there we go, that's good right there. Now what we're going to want to do is duplicate the layer again, select the one right underneath it, go to the and button, transform, pixel nudge, and pixel nudge it down. Then once we do that, we can go ahead and select pixels, then we can curve it, and then I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit more of a 3D effect. I don't think that's enough in my opinion. And there we go, I think that looks pretty good. Now we're going to need one more layer, and then we can do all the fun extra editing stuff. So go ahead and merge that down. Now I'll go ahead and hit select pixels and then select the photo under it. The reason why we select the pixels and then go down is so everything is even. If we did not do that, it would not be even, guys. So now if I go ahead and do the white one, go to the width that you guys think is appropriate. Go ahead, duplicate layer. Now you guys, you cannot curve this one. If I go ahead and transform it, as you can see I messed up, so I got to reselect the pixels, then hit the transform button. And now let's go ahead and transform it down to where we think it'd be an appropriate amount for the good 3D effect. As you guys can see, if I go to curves, it will not do anything, as you guys can see. So we're going to want to go to fill and stroke, and we're going to want to go to fill, and we're going to select a very light gray. So I think this color right here looks really good, so I'm going to keep it as this color. And I'm going to give it more of a 3D effect because I don't really think that's enough. So let me go ahead and merge it, transform it down a little bit. And there we go, I think that's good. So now we can merge those two layers right there. Now we're going to add the shadow effect. So make sure nothing is selected. You cannot have any pixels selected at all. Go to FX and hit the drop shadow. Once you do that, duplicate it 3 times. You guys can edit the settings however you want. You don't even have to duplicate it. This is how I do it. And then you're going to do it that layer. You're going to do the same exact thing again with this layer right here, guys. Duplicate it 3 times. Then go ahead and merge those layers right there. Merge down. That adds more of an intense 3D effect. Then what you're going to do is do it this one right here. This one can be a little bit controversial if you just want to do 1 or 3, up to you. I still like doing 3 because I like making it look like it's popping out of the screen. Now here comes the final thing we have to do to the 3D MLAB text. Go to this layer right here, select pixels, So if I go and hit that button, select pixels, then I hit the little plus and create an empty layer. Now what we're going to do is make sure the empty layer is selected and go to fill and stroke. As you can see, I'm under stroke. You're going to select white, then your width, you're going to want to go up. You want to make it to where the color is on both sides of the pixel, guys. Once it is on both sides, like something like this, then you're good. Go ahead and hit that little thing that I just hit and go to clear. Once you guys hit clear, you're going to want to go and hit the FX button. Once you guys hit FX, go ahead and hit glow. Make it white, and then make sure the intensity is set all the way up to 100%. Then go ahead and hit extract under that button right there. Then right here, you're going to hit the little layer thing and put it under overlay. As you guys can see, once it is under overlay, we are now done with the MLAB text. As you guys can see, that looks super duper sexy. It looks absolutely fabulous, guys. So now that is done, we can merge down if you want. Then go ahead and hit done and save. Done and save. There we go. So now what we're going to do is export that to our gallery, save to camera roll, select yes, and there we go. So now I'm going to go to my actual thumbnail, and I'm going to show you guys how I do the thumbnails. So if I go ahead and delete some of these layers I don't want, go ahead and delete you, delete this, and leave the rest of it. Let me hide that little arrow, hide everything. There we go. So now it is a blank document. Photo library. Then let's go ahead and select the background I'm going to want to use. So let me go ahead and find the right background. Looks like I'm just going to go ahead and use this right here. So now let's go ahead and maximize it, because I like using a background of something that is inside of the video, and then I like to put something to get like a little bit of a teaser to where people are going to want to click on it in the bottom right hand corner. So there we go, that looks good. So now we're going to hit that little and button, and we're going to want to blur it. So if I go ahead and hit that little, actually I think it's the FX button, sorry, you're going to hit that little FX button. Once you guys hit that FX button, you're going to see the gloss and blur. Go ahead and select an amount of blur you like. I think this right here is appropriate. Now we're going to want to put the rest of the fun stuff in it. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to photo layer. I'm going to go to the MLAB text. And then now we're going to want to put this inside of here. So now let me go ahead and move this around a little bit just to where I like it. And right there looks pretty decent. Let me pixel nudge it and put it up at the edges. And a little bit closer, and there we go. Now what we're going to want to do is make sure the arrow is there. You guys can just go to Google Images and type in arrow. Now what we're going to want to do is make something the arrow's pointing to show what the video is about. So it looks like I'm just going to go ahead and I don't have a picture ready for what I want to do yet. So it's not going to be this, but this is just an example, guys. So let's say if I want the arrow to be pointing to this, then I would just want to make the arrow pointing to that. So let's say if you make a video on how to get movie box, you're going to put the arrow facing towards the movie box icon. And there we go. Looks really, really good. I can go ahead and save it. Then I can go ahead and hit export it, and make sure you always do is in PNG under Photoshop. And then there we go. We are completely done with the thumbnail. Then you can go ahead and apply it with either YouTube Studio or Puffin. I use Puffin. That's what I like to do. And there is our beautiful photo right here, guys. As you guys can see, that looks really, really nice. Now, of course, my final version is going to look a little bit different than that, as you guys can see, because I've already uploaded that video. So anyways, guys, I believe that is just about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget, please do not copy my style directly. But that is going to be just about it for this video, guys. This is AJ170 signing out. See you guys next time.